In the previous video, we learned about integers. The next data type to talk about is floating point numbers, or just floats for short. This data type represents numbers with decimal points and is awesome to represent numeric values that are not whole. Like for instance, if instead of eating one full apple, I ate half apple, I could represent this by decreasing the number of apples I owned by 0.5 instead of 1. Now let's use floats to teleport the player with more precision. So previously we teleported the player using integers. Now we're going to use another function very similar to teleport the player to a different location with more precision, as we're going to use decimal points. So let's reuse the teleportation code, but let's save it as teleportation precise. And what we'll do is just give the coordinates x, y, and z different values, but this time I'm gonna use floats. So I'm gonna change this to, I don't know, maybe 98.7, and I can use another negative number here, 34.6, to say something. And we also need to change the function. Set tile position requires integer arguments. To use floats, we need to use the function set position or set pos with arguments that now are floats, as they have this decimal point part here. Okay, now we're ready to test it. Let's save the file, Ctrl S. I'll run it with F5. And I go back here and see how I jumped to a new location. So you can notice that I did actually jump by looking at the coordinates here. So it's exactly what I assigned to my x, y, and z variables. So now I need to look at x, y, and z, which actually holds the float version of the coordinates, and not block, which holds the integer version of the coordinates. Okay, let's try one more jump with floats. So I'll go back here to my script, and let's try different coordinates. Maybe I'll use negative here as well. Maybe change the decimal part a little bit. I'll try to go lower. Hopefully I will not land underground. So maybe 70.56. I'll leave the z unchanged. Ctrl S to save, F5 to jump, and there you go, a new location. Okay, again, let's verify that the coordinates x, y, and z correspond to the float values that I have defined here, and they do correspond. All right, and that's it for floats.